There's a lot of big races in the world: Chili Bowl, Daytona, Le Mans, Knoxville Nationals, and those will define a career. But when you win Indianapolis, even if you won all those other races, win Indianapolis puts you over the top, and now you're immortal. Nathan was a mixture of happy-go-lucky and intensity.
What I understand, David gave both boys, Nathan and Noah, an opportunity to do something. Do you want to race? What do you want to do? And Nathan said, well, yeah, I'd like to race go-karts. So next thing I knew, well, they were racing go-karts.
I think that I have taken a reputation that was started with my grandmother, that was continued by my father, that was progressed along by myself and my brother in our efforts, and then turned a certain way by me, and then focused on Nathan. It's always been in the DNA of bird racing, I think, to try to create a storyline that is compelling and a little bit outside the norm, that gives people something to talk about. And so what we're doing with Nathan, I think just fits right inside what bird racing, no matter what it was called, has always been.
That's always been the goal from the very beginning. Let's get this boy in a car and let's get him in racing, and Indy is the goal. Always has been from day one.
Yes, there's a risk to the reputation, and it might spell the end of bird racing having a role at Indianapolis, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take.
Now, to see my own grandson race Indy someday, I wish his grandfather was here to see it. But that'll be fun. It really will be fun.
Right now, people don't know who I am. They don't know what skills I have. They don't really care about my resume because I'm not on the screens that people are watching. What you do in the dark determines who you are in the light, and that's why I'm trying to put in the work now, investing up front so that it can pay dividends down the road.
Indiana, scene of the world's greatest race cars, this is Sid Collins saying welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This racetrack has been the scene of some of the most spectacular, most thrilling, some of the saddest, and some of the most glorious moments in the entire world of sport.
The Indy 500 is every holiday, every birthday, every anniversary, every special event in your life, all rolled up into one amazing day that happens on Memorial Day weekend every year. And it's emotional for what I want to achieve in life.
He spectacle that the Indy 500 in itself is like nothing else in the world.
This is, and always will be, the greatest spectacle in racing. This is the Indianapolis 500.
My name is Kristen Teehee, and I'm the Vice President of Bird Racing. With that title comes quite a few responsibilities. Being a woman in motorsports, I think I'm quite used to being looked at as the small, young, blonde girl. I have been involved in this for far too long to let that affect how I do my job.
She has the goods. She's smart. And I think a lot of people will probably underestimate her when they meet her, but no, don't underestimate Kristen. She's going to tell it to you like it is, and she'll, in no uncertain terms, you'll understand in her own sweet little way that she is in charge.
I don't want to be the woman vice president. I just want to be the best vice president of this team and be the best representative of bird racing as possible, whether that is a guy or whether that's me. I don't care. In 10 years, when I look back on watching Nathan go from a kart to the Indy 500 in this time frame is going to be something so special.
I'm Dustin Hodges, owner and team principal of Arrive Drive Motorsports. Arrive Drive Motorsports was founded 4 years ago as a driver development program to give young drivers coming fresh out of karting a place to develop, not only in just one class, but multiple classes. Start off with the young kids and we can groom them all the way up to where they're ready to go into IndyCar.
Right, so pretty successful weekend, I would say, in a number of ways. You know, finding the limit is always a good thing. Well, almost always a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing, and I think Nathan found the limit both good and bad in both cars. But we'll talk about, you know, in more detail going forward. So not a perfect weekend, but, you know, I've always said that perfect weekends aren't always the goal.
Nathan's putting in the work that it takes to go to the next level. He told me what his plan was, and it was to take his son, Nathan Byrd, who was 18 at the time, who had never run a car race in his life. He had done the Lucas Oil Series school, and it was going to take him from karting to the Indy 500 in 6 years. And I was just pretty much floored. Like, that's crazy. There is so much doubt behind what we do.
I met David at a race they were running with another team back in the spring of 2021. And we just kind of started talking about a few things, and it really wasn't even about putting Nathan in a car. It was just David and I chatting about racing, and one thing happened to another, and the car they were trying to run that weekend ended up not being able to finish the weekend. And I had a car in the trailer, and we rolled it out, and that's the rest is history, as they say. It's just kind of snowballed into that, and now Nathan runs 5 cars out of my shop. He's mastered F1000. He's mastered the S5000. He's running as well as we can in the Porsche. Lap time wise, he's comparative with anybody in any class and anything we put him in. So I think it's just that getting that big stage leap is what is the next thing that's ready.
Nathan, come on up. Nathan Byrd in the 88.
I think the diversity of cars that I've been able to experience has helped round me out as a race car driver in a way that a lot of drivers nowadays, they don't get that sort of development.
I was surprised that he came
in.
Well, different reasons, but you both ended up in pit lane a lap early. Yeah. So it is what it is. But I mean, it's better to come in than run out of fuel, obviously. Yeah. But
the timetable was set really early on. You either stick to it or you don't. And I think he's going to stick to it. We'll see if it happens next year. Maybe it'll be another year down the road. Taking a driver who's 18 years old and has never driven anything and getting them into an IndyCar at any point in their career, I think is something that's amazing.
There's definitely a clock ticking. There's definitely a sense of urgency, and we want to fulfill the plan that we set out from the very beginning, doing something that no one's ever done before in a way that no one's ever done it. And personally, I can't really worry about that. I have to worry about becoming as good of a race car driver as I possibly can be, so that when the time comes, I'm ready, and I can just let my dad and the people and the team he's put around me focus on that.
Every conversation, every change, every race, every car, it's obviously designed for a goal, and that goal is Indianapolis. And in my mind, that goal for Indianapolis is 12 months away as we sit. And there is not room for a wasted day, a wasted session, or even a wasted lap. Everything has to count in order for you to be prepared for us to meet that goal and then set new goals after that.
And I think with any father that is helping their kid run through racing and karting and all that, you don't spend the money you're spending at this level and through the decades of trying to get your kids up to be that point if you don't really love it, right? If you don't wish it was you. This dream is absolutely Nathan's as well. I think Nathan has fallen in love with a sport that, just like the rest of us, that he wants to do well at. He wants to be a professional race car driver, and he wants to run the Indy 500 because he knows what it means to his family. I mean, he's, as much as it's David Byrd, it is Nathan Byrd. But Nathan isn't the normal driver, and he hasn't had the normal driver development either. It's been over 100 races every year. It's a big challenge. I mean, he's going from really heavy production cars into Formula cars, back-to-back sessions over a weekend, and his progression is almost vertical. It really is what it is. That rate of challenging and continuing to up the ante on his driver development is really what we've tried to do.
I repeat, it's called America's Great Race Place because it is as close as you get to a super speedway for short track racing.
All right, so the car feels really...
Hold on. Take a couple minutes, internalize all your thoughts, and work to where you can give a short, succinct, car going in, car going out like Davey Jr. does, and we'll be able to make better adjustments in a shorter amount of time and get your car dialed in better. We don't really have long...
Okay, let me summarize my thoughts then.
I'm not trying to be like, mess with you, but we have less time than we normally do. Today, with the Silver Crown car, one of the things that we're trying to push Nathan for is to immediate feedback. We don't have a lot of time between sessions, so there's not a lot of time to debrief and think and go through that. There's no data on the car. There's like a lot of our Formula cars where we can just download it, go look at a video, spend 3 hours, and figure out what changes to make. We don't have that. This is rapid fire, and we got to get the changes made now. So it's really trying to get him to give us the feedback so we can give him the best car possible so we can get the best results as a team.
If you want good information from me, I'm gonna need good information from you. So I need to know the stagger and everything like that. That way I know what car we're working with.
Nathan was struggling, and he was getting frustrated, and I think the crew was getting frustrated as well because it didn't make sense. Testing had gone well, and we'd taken a step back. Short answers don't always appeal to him. Sometimes it can create tension because the crew chief or the engineer thinks that they're just not being trusted.
22.7, 22.7.
15th in practice is a little surprising. Definitely not good enough.
So we're 2 seconds off the pace, and I know there's a lot more left in the car, a lot more left out of me, but I know that the car has a lot of improvements to be made, and I expect the team to make those improvements and for us to have really good communication, because if we don't, we're not going to be competitive.
I have to remind him, you have to get on this quick. You don't get 30 minutes of practice and another 30-minute practice session. You're going to have about 10 laps. Get on it.
So yeah, it's all on the line now. I mean, we've got to put this thing in the top 10 or we might as well go home. There's no way to do this if you're going to play around at the back of the field. I mean, there's a lot of money invested, a lot of time invested, and there's some heavy hitters here tonight. I mean, these guys, this is no joke. This is a big money race. There's people from all over the country here trying to win this thing. And if we can do a top 5 in quali and get into the show and run even that far forward, it'd be even better. Top 10, I'd be happy. But, with after we did in practice, it's going to be iffy, but Like I said, we've given him the best car we can, and it's kind of up to him now. We're getting ready to roll out, and we're going to have to see what happens. The best thing I can say is that he keeps getting better. Every time we go out, we're faster. So let's hope we can continue that trend, and we can start this thing up front so we don't get mired in the back with all the nonsense.
Buddy. Nice lap. Way to hold on to that one. Got her sideways.
Top 10. Oh, wow. Nice. At worst. Okay. Top 10 at worst out of 33 cars isn't bad.
Everybody survived everybody so far. See, qualifying P8, that's an amazing accomplishment. For what we were looking for, where we were yesterday, I can't say enough about the guys that have been working on this car and Nathan's commitment to getting this car faster. Starting in the top 10, that's what we had to do. We knew we had to do it, and the kid did it when it came down to it.
Drivers, start your engines.
Green, green, green.
A 100-mile race in a Silver Crown car IRP is not easy.
All right, what is keeping you from getting to the throttle earlier?
You're constantly getting challenged. You're constantly challenging the guy in front of you. And if you're not on the absolute limit, 100% focus every single lap, you're going to be a tenth slower, a tenth off, 2 tenths off. Every single lap that happens, you're getting caught by the guys behind you. You're losing ground to the guys in front of you. And if you're not perfect every single lap, you're going to fall behind.
You're clear. Clear by 2 behind. Clear by 2. You got Connor? Looking inside. Ward, looking inside. Yellow, 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 yellow. Leader's going. Green, green. You got a car inside. Let's get a good run here so Ward doesn't challenge you. You're clear by 1. All right. I know he held you up there, so you have to try to make a move. 11 laps to go. 11 to go. Low car roll. Low car roll is the turn. White flag, buddy. White flag. Last lap, best lap. You got this. Way to go, bud. Proud of you.
Cars load up pretty heavy, and they want to work your body over, and they're roughing the inside, and it's a workout. So I'm proud of him, and can't wait to see what he does the next time he gets back in this car.
The team gave me the car. I executed on the driving front, and it all came together.
Advantage, but 1.5 seconds.
Second place, Lucas Peck. And in first place, and overall as start, Nathan Byrd.
I'm not running in series where the goal is to be known. The goal is to get seat time at an affordable cost so I can just become a really, really good race car driver.
Let somebody else pay and let them pay you.
Well, that's also the goal.
Can you do IndyCars?
I mean, like in terms of...
Racing.
I think so.
How about that?
I mean, that's the question is,
Ron's a good friend of his.
in order to get an IndyCar test or even like do my oval test to make it so I can do the rookie orientation test to run an Indy 500, either next year or the year after. That's the goal.
You got to do it to get there.
I have to be approved. I have to be thought of as having enough skill to like even warrant getting a test in IndyCar.
Ron should introduce you to Michael Shank.
My
He's
dad
in all the
needs.
big races. You know, he goes. You got to
Hired.
get up to the Indy 500.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So I need to get that next level of experience.
Ron's close to Michael Shank.
Okay.
I mean, he's been over to the farm and stuff, and he was like
If,
totally
if
complimenting
he
us.
if he could get me a favor to get an IndyCar test with Meyer Shank. Right now
you
we're.
want to prove yourself.
I want to prove
You
myself.
got nothing to
And,
lose. You got nothing to lose. Let you try.
no.
Okay. I'll tell Mike or Ron.
Okay.
See you later.
See you
Nice
later.
meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Take
Nice
care.
talking. Yeah, you too. TLDR, I'm going to get an IndyCar test with Meyer Shank. But she also said I should go on Dancing with the Stars like Elio. And that way all the girls can like be my fan because they just seen that I've been on Dancing with the Stars. Just trying to go as fast as possible, and people notice that, I guess, and they want to talk to you, and there's always connections and opportunities to be had. It's such a small world, the world of motorsports, so.
Green ring. It's just you and Steven out by yourself. You guys are out by yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're a better driver.
In first place, the Byrdman, Nathan Bird, car 88. Come on up.
I would say my dad is a very ambitious and driven person. It's sort of in a lot of ways his way or the highway, and I think in a lot of other ways he's more open-minded and he's flexible and he's willing to have ideas introduced to him. But when he has his mind set on something, that's pretty much going to happen.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your mother? Was that hard for you?